everyone, welcome to our wellness video. For today, I would like to share with you some myths about nutrition. We have been hearing a lot of nutritional tips, health advices from our favorite online web search, from a friend who lost weight, from a family member, or just someone we talk to about nutrition. But it's really hard to get all of those information, which causes to confusion and misleading to the real information about nutrition. So I'm going to share with you some of the myths that I encounter, and I'll give an answer right now. First, carbs can make you fat or gain weight. Carbohydrates is not the culprit when it comes to gaining weight. It is the overindulgence of the carbohydrates and also the source of carbohydrates. If it is in a processed packaged carbohydrates with full of sugar, that is going to interrupt our hormonal imbalance and also increases our insulin levels, will disrupt our blood sugar levels, and we will end up eating more, and that is the cause of our gaining weight. So good sources of carbohydrates are okay. So make sure where do you get your carbohydrates and the portions of it. The second is fat can make you fat. Again, it is not the macronutrients are the culprits such as carbohydrates and fats. It is the overindulgence, overeating, and the type of fats that you eat, you put in your body, which causes an inflammation. So when you eat the right source of fats such as omega-3s and omega-6, that is helpful for our inflammation, for our heart health, and also it can give us this high immunity response because they help with our hormonal balance. Third is gluten-free. They said when you say gluten-free diet is effective and that is the healthy way of eating. It is really not necessary that gluten is the culprit. You can eat grains that have gluten, but if you have a celiac disease, then that's the time you have to be gluten-free. There is this autoimmune disease, the celiac disease that attacks its body, found in gluten that is protein binded with the grains. So if you don't have any celiac disease, you can eat a gluten food sources. Fourth is eating smaller meals better than 3 large meals. There's no difference between 3 large meals than 6 small meals. It is how much and what type of food you eat. Even though you space out this small meals, but the portion you're eating is not controllable, then we will have an issue with the weight gain. We only twitch this type of eating when it comes to blood sugar. When you have a blood sugar level that is a roller coaster ride, then we will provide you with 6 smaller meals. So we don't want to drop that blood sugar. But if you don't have any problem with blood sugar, then you can space out with 3 meals. It is the portion, again, that really matters. Fifth is juicing is necessary for weight loss. When we say juicing, we take out all those fiber, we take out all of those nutrients in a fruit, and what is left is pure concentrated sugar. So when we are left with all of this sugar, especially from fruit juices, it also elevates our blood sugar because it is full of fructose, and fructose is type of a sugar converted in our body. So you are taking out all of this fiber that's needed by our good bacteria, and you are just left with sugar. So please, friends, don't use juicing as a weight loss diet. 6 is artificial sweeteners are better than sugar. In a caloric way, probably it is. In a low-calorie diet, you can use artificial sweetener, but the effect of those sweeteners to our neurotransmitters are worse than sugar. Aspartame, considered as artificial sugar, it disrupts our neurotransmitters, meaning it doesn't give the right signal to our neurotransmitter that we are full. So even though you're eating a low-calorie sugar, but the brain doesn't sense that you're full, you will end up eating more. 7 is some types of sugar are better. They said, oh, I'm not going to use white sugar, but I'll use honey, I'll use molasses, I'll use muscovado. Friends, the body doesn't know the difference of all of this sugar. All it knows is a sugar resources. So all of this sugar are all the same. They only differ with the nutritional value. So they all spike blood sugar, but in a different rate. But all of them are sugar, no exceptions. 8 is everyone should count calories. As like I've said, calories is really not the main core when it comes to healthy eating or weight loss. When you start to restrict your calories, it is also the same as you are trying to control your portions. So that is just the backbone of healthy weight loss. It is because they restrict your portions. But it is really not the calories. It is the effect of the food to your body. 100 calories of steak is totally different from 100 calories of potato or Snicker bars. When you eat both calories, they affect differently in our body. Our hormones behave differently when you eat different type of food. So it's really not the calories. It is the type of the food that really matters. 9 is the non-fat or low fat. In our marketing industry, when you eat low fat, they rev up the sugar. And the same as when they say no sugar, they rev up the fat. So if you can stick to a natural or whole state of food, better to get that, especially when it comes to milk. And lastly, certain type of foods help you burn fat. They're saying apple cider vinegar burns fat, green tea burns fat. It is really not necessary. It is indirectly linked to weight loss. It is because apple cider vinegar helps with the stabilization of blood sugar, which helps us to eat less. Green tea is really not necessarily burning fat. It has this epigalactocatechin that is in it's in green tea that makes us make a thermogenesis in our body, meaning our body is producing more heat, and from that heat energy can lead into weight loss. So I hope, friends, that helps for you today with your nutritional misconfusion, and always stick with the right resources. Probably you can get a health or nutrition coach to really guide you to your personalized healthy habits and in a long-term nutrition lifestyle. So for today, friends, I'm sending you all the peace, love, happiness, and always stay healthy, people. Bye, everyone.